Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, Donald Trump's failing social media company has finally released their end of the year financial reports for 2024, and it's as bad as we knew that it was going to be. So, and guess who Trump is blaming for his company's failures? Joe Biden. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. First, as you guys all know, the company has just been hemorrhaging money, right? Since its inception, its revenue is just a joke. For a social media company, especially one with name recognition, it is laughable. Without Trump's base to keep the stock propped up, Truth Social would have been tanked by now. It would have been added to the list of Trump's failures of all of his shuttered businesses a long time ago. Because according to their 2024 financial results, the company made a total of $3.6 million last year. That's it. And they lost $400.9 million, so almost $401 million. It would be one thing if these numbers were improving year over year. You know, if they were at least headed in the right direction, you would say, well, you know, it takes a little while to get off the ground and things, but at least things are moving towards a profit. But their financial condition is actually getting worse every year. Truth Social's revenue, they said, dropped 12.4% compared to their 2023 financial report. So they made 12.4% less in 2024 than they did the year before that. And their losses increased by almost 700%. In 2023, the company lost $58.2 million, which that was just astounding. I mean, that number is just unfathomable, right? But then to lose almost 7 times that, like I said, almost 401 million in 1 year they lost. And as of Friday afternoon's close, DJT stock was down 11%, they said, on a year-to-date basis. So, you know, since the beginning of the year, I've been checking it every day. And as I've previously shared with you guys, some savvy investors appear to take advantage of various events. So like I mentioned before, Trump's inauguration, you saw a stock bump, but then they ditch the stock. So as soon as it jumps up, you know, as soon as Donald Trump supporters are like, oh my God, look, it's going up, I got to get in, they ditch it. So it right around the inauguration started ticking up. It hit about $45 a share or so, and then they all ditched it. They all sold. And so they leave Trump's MAGA base holding the bag. I mean, this has happened over and over and over again. It's like, you know, Lucy with Charlie Brown in the football. They just keep pulling it on them, and they keep falling for it. And then, since the inauguration, the stock has basically been stuck in this $30 purgatory. It'll go up a few bucks and then it'll come back down, you know, just here and there whenever Trump makes an announcement about various future plans, you know, it'll tick up and then just drops right back down. So, like I said, it's been bouncing around pretty much in the low $30 range for weeks. I mean, and I would say in the last few days, it's been stuck under $31. It almost made it to $31 today, but not quite. It was like, you know, Steve Martin in Three Amigos, gonna make it, gonna make it, gonna make it. I made it. And then he like falls back and then nope, slams against the wall. Couldn't do it. Anyway, and remember, there were a bunch of people who purchased this stock at the peak, which was almost $80 a share. And then there were another group of people. I mean, there was, you know, just a huge amount of people who purchased right after Trump got shot. So, you know, and then it was, I want to say, if I remember correctly, I think it was at a peak of about $55 a share. at that time, and then same thing, it just drops right back down. So anyway, the company's flailing and they're trying to launch various products to excite Trump supporters. They announced that they're going to get into financial products. They're going to get into streaming service. Real investors, though, don't have much interest because they see the writing on the wall. I mean, Trump media currently, according to their financial reports, they have just under $777 million. That's cash, cash equivalents, and short-term investments. Another 2 years of losses like this, they're done. They're gone. But, fear not, MAGA, because here's the thing. According to Trump media, the company primarily lost money because of the Biden administration's interference. In their financial report, Trump media said that the company had a lot of legal expenses due to quote unquote obstruction by the Security and Exchange Commission in the Biden administration. Not true, but anyway, they also blamed research and development costs, but one of the biggest losses came from the company gifting stock to their employees. So Bloomberg News outlet reported that while this company was losing mass amounts of revenue, they're bringing in hardly anything, shoveling out their money left and right, they gave Trump media employees over $107 million worth of stock. I mean, if I was one of them, I would not wait. I would be cashing that in right away. And here's the thing, as I've said this before, Donald Trump, as we all know, he's a polarizing figure. So there's automatically a built-in share of the public that will never get on Truth Social. They want no part of it. They're never going to purchase any of these products he's shilling. And yes, a lot of companies have made money off of streaming services, but what they're planning to stream, at least from what it sounds like, from what I've read, it is only hardcore right-wing conspiracy theory bullshit. So again, you're automatically limiting your appeal and limiting your revenue stream. So even if they did lose more money than normal because of, excessive legal fees during the merger, they still need to increase revenue somehow. As I've shared before, they're paying executives like Devin Nunes a small fortune. I mean, I think he's making something like, it's obscene, like $750,000 a year. And he is just one of the many of their ridiculous employees who are being paid this absurd amount of money. So even if they had no expenses other than salaries, Trump media is nowhere near even the break-even point, let alone making a profit. Things would have to turn around really fast, really hard, and I don't see that happening. And if Trump continues down this path that he and Doge appear to be on, with the funding freeze, taking away people's Medicaid, their food stamps, cutting Social Security, all this stuff that the Republicans are right now dishing up and proposing, he is going to piss off a lot of his supporters, and he could lose a lot of what little revenue that the company already has. As Steve Bannon warned, a lot of his MAGA base is impoverished. They are in need of those social safety nets that the Republicans are currently talking about slashing. And Trump is already screwing over a lot of people that voted for him. There's a lot of veterans and government employees who voted for him, and they're right now getting hit really hard by the choices that he's making, or I should say, the choices Elon Musk is making. So he risks angering not just them, but also, think about it. For every one veteran, farmer, MAGA person on Medicaid or food stamps. They have family, they have friends. All of those people are going to hear about it. So he's risking pissing off and hurting a lot of people. And that is going to translate into even less revenue, fewer people on his platform. I mean, if he pulls this off, if he can somehow make Truth Social and DJT stock and Trump media successful and make it profitable, I will just be blown away. I will absolutely, swallow my words. I will admit that I was wrong. I just don't see it happening. So, not when you're losing over 400 million in a year. But he's such a good businessman, you guys. Anyway, I will let you know when I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.